Yeah, absolutely. I think the way that I hold it is a kind of, I think it has a couple components. Dignity is a kind of integrity. I I am here. All of me gets to be here. We talk somatically about how through the trauma of oppression, our dignity can be kind of assaulted, and some of us might physically express that through kind of dropping our center line or dropping our eyes or, you know, looking at the floor. If you ever heard anybody say chin up, keep your head
Mm.
up, that's about maintaining a kind of, I get to be here. Now, I think that sometimes we think that the only way to feel a sense of I get to be here is that I got to be bigger than you. I get to be here more than you.
Right.
But still, there's a, I feel like it's common knowledge that in that kind of puffing up is an insecurity. Can I maintain this structurally? Can I stay puffed up and above? Do I have to spend my time trying to diminish other people whose lights are trying to shine? That in a kind of puffed up dignity is a preoccupation with dimming other people's lights. But dignity to me, somatically, is like, I don't have to puff up, I don't have to hide, and I am here. All of me is here. Don't have to disappear it. I don't have to prove it. Even if you don't see it, even if you can't see me as I am, my dignity can be can remain intact because it's not actually about you witnessing or giving me that approval. It's that I know that I'm here. And that's been kind of my saving grace in a way over the years is having that sense inside of myself that even if the world can't hear me, I grew up in a town that I felt like I was talking about things and around race and gender and sexuality, and nobody knew what I was talking about at the time. I mean, many things have changed, but I felt really alone. But I had this sense of dignity, the sense of like, even if I used to joke that I would sound like Charlie Brown teachers when I would talk about things like the want, 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 because it would just be like, I
Right.
don't understand what you're talking about. This doesn't make sense to me. And I could have internalized it as something is wrong with me. And I think that would have diminished something, would have dimmed something, it would have taken something from me,
Hmm.
internalized my wrongness. But I was like, oh no, I think this might have something to do with the context. I think this might have something to do with the what I'm saying activates people and they don't want to feel it. And at any rate, I'm going to be myself. Even if I'm alone, even if no one understands what I'm talking about, I always felt connected to my concept of a higher being. And so to me, that relationship said, you are just as here or real or valuable as anybody else. Human beings create these hierarchies of worth, but your worth actually beyond human delusion isn't measurable. Who's going to measure it? What scale measures your worth? It doesn't exist. We create them,
Right.
make believe.
Some people say, I get to do that. You don't. So,
Exactly.
right.
So once I realized that that was all a sham, it was like there's something I get to hold on to. I don't have to disappear myself, even if even if I mess up, even
Hmm.
if I'm wrong, even if you don't see me, even if I still am here. Disappearing is not going to make my mistakes better.
This is Lynn Fraser with the Radical Recovery Summit. We have an exciting lineup for our fifth annual, including Dr. Gabor Maté as our keynote speaker. Head on over to radicalrecoverysummit.com to learn more and watch the interviews.